Discover a rich diversity of flora and fauna at Gateway Canyons. The high desert climate, unique geological features, and unusual soil conditions around Gateway Canyons create perfect habitats for many spectacular species of plants, cactus, willow, and shrubs. April and May are wonderful times to see the desert in bloom.
The plant systems of the southwestern desert are a botanist's dream. The names of the plants are almost as exotic as the plants themselves. Plants like the Indian rice grass, where the Ute Indians used to take these seeds and grind them up into meal and flour for their food. Like the New Mexico feather grass with this beautiful little tassel. It would catch the wind and spin and essentially drill the seed into the ground for next year's growth. These are just some of the adaptations that plants have all around the world. But some plants are so specifically adapted to a particular soil, a particular geology, a moisture regime, a temperature that they grow here and nowhere else. Plants like the Dolores skeleton plant, found right here just outside Gateway, Colorado.
You may also notice that the ground here is a bit unusual. The black soil is alive with lichen and cyanobacteria that play vital roles in the region's ecosystem. So tread lightly. The canyons, riverways, and mountaintops that surround the small town of Gateway are also home to a broad diversity of wildlife. Mountain lions, black bear, mule deer, and elk move easily through this rugged country, as do foxes, coyotes, and many varieties of squirrels and chipmunks.
Well, the flora and fauna is very, very special here. Of course, in a high desert like this, where we have just a little bit amount of water, you end up having animals that are particularly adapted to this type of a climate. And so some of our reptile species particularly, and our lizard species, they're just magnificent to look at, and they're unusual. About 10 miles from here, we have a species of grouse called the Gunnison sage grouse, which is really just almost to be listed on the threatened and endangered species list because it's so fragile in nature, and we're down to about 3,500 birds left in the world. To practice conservation in today's complex and busy world, you have to have the support of committed landowners like John Hendricks. As a conservationist, I'm so pleased that Mr. Hendricks has taken his conservation ethic and incorporated it into the mission statement of the Gateway Canyons Resort, so that this fragile desert landscape, the wild animals, the rare plants, and especially the river, the life-giving water that flows by, will always be protected, always be considered at Gateway Canyons.
Savor what nature has to offer at Gateway. It is a very special place on the planet.